We here with two very, very special guests in the building. But first of all, we got Zane.
What's up? What's up? How's it going, everybody?
There he is. There he is. And you want to announce our two special guests that we have in the building?
So we have Tony, you know, Mr. Boxer. We're gonna get him back in the gym.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he came out here, you know, despite we had the quarantine. Breeze. And now we have our other guest, not guest, but our actual one of our hosts who ran all the way from North Carolina, Tay Gaines. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody?
There he is.
Finally here. Finally made it. Finally made it.
Word. Good stuff, man. How you
Yes,
feel?
Oh, I feel pretty good. Feeling good, man.
So how was your experience coming out here, man?
Oh, coming out here, interesting. So coming through Raleigh, we had a guy walking around barefoot with a mask on. So it's kind of contradictory, if you ask me.
Like an oxymoron.
And then I had a lady cough before we got on the plane, so I started tripping off about that.
Oh my God, everybody paranoid.
And on the way here, I had a Lyft driver that was talking to himself the whole time.
He wasn't talking to you?
No, he wasn't talking to me. The music was playing. At first, I thought he was singing the music, but then I heard.
Oh, hell no.
I was like, yo. It's about to get me out of here.
Oh, no. That's like when Tony mentioned that person that had brought garbage into the car.
Yeah, that was a throwback, man. That's a throwback. Yeah, that's when I was doing the.
Well, tell that story again, because I don't think the people know that.
Oh, man.
So you mind moving that?
So yeah, I want to say that was about what? That was probably about like 2 years ago. So I'm doing an Uber trip. I was driving Uber. So I'm in Fort Lee. So this lady, she comes in the car, and you know she's like, oh, you know, I picked the request. It's only like a 2-minute drive. So I'm like, okay, you know, probably local. So she comes in with 2 big white bags. I'm thinking that she's moving to another place close by. And she got garbage bags. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then, you know, we driving, and I start to smell something. Then she's in the back. She's like, oh, my God, this shit stinks. So I'm like, what? You know, so then I'm looking like, yo, like, you know, like, what's going on? So then the destination was actually at a Chase Bank at the dumpster to throw garbage out. So she didn't want to pay for her garbage because she probably lived in a house that she had to pay for the garbage. So she used the dumpster to throw her garbage out. So she was transporting her garbage in my car to the dumpster. So
I never laughed so hard in my life.
I never reported nobody. She was the only person I ever reported.
That was the only one.
The only person I ever reported.
What did you say?
You like get out of my car, or like
I basically put like she did damage to the car because like the garbage leaked on the car, so you know they refunded me. So yeah, and I gave her a bad rate. I gave her a 1.
After that, you never did a Lyft or Uber again.
I retired after that.
That's funny.
Called it quits.
Could you do that? Could you be like a Lyft or Uber driver?
Nah, I don't trust people.
Nah.
I'm too paranoid. Way too paranoid. Like, this person get in my car, I'm like, all right, they probably gonna try to kill me on it.
That was the first time. I thought somebody was gonna strangle me in the back seat. I'm like, I guess this is it.
That was it.
This is it.
I can't do it. I'm way too paranoid. Like, I'm like, you're gonna take me to a secluded area and
like, yeah, this
off.
is where I live, but there's no houses here.
Right.
I could have wrote like a TV show from all the Uber experiences I had. Like, yo, the shit is nuts, man. The funniest had to be when the guy brought the big ass fucking teddy bear. It was like a big ass stuffed animal he won at MetLife, and he messed up all the rubber against the side of my car.
Wow.
Because it was so big, he was trying to like stuff it in, and I was laughing. I wasn't even thinking that it was gonna break because I'm like, that's absolutely hilarious that you're trying to bring that in my car. And then finally, I realized after I dropped them off that it ripped. But yeah, no, I can make a whole, like I said, a whole TV show regarding with those stories.
Call it Uber Chronicles.
Yeah.
Uber Chronicles.
Uber Chronicles. Therapy Uber Chronicles.
That'd be lit.
Yeah. So yo, tell us the story, man, of how you got here so far. You said you're already like, yo, New York's already nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts up here. Like, well, for one, the women are beautiful. I'm
Oh,
going
yeah.
to say that.
I say New York is better.
From where I've seen, the women are beautiful out here, but it was interesting.
New York, Jersey, or Jace. Same shit. He would beg to differ.
The difference is Jersey girls are a little bit more stuck up.
Oh,
they act like they're more bougie. You know what I'm saying? They got you got to have a car and all this. You know, New York girls are a little bit more down to earth. You know, they take the train and all that. Jersey girls, they think that they from Hollywood. That's the only difference. That's the only difference. But besides that, that's about it. But the women are beautiful though.
Yeah. It's way different from being in the South.
Oh yeah,
way different.
And I lived down south for like 4 or 5 years, so I know the difference. But down there though, black women though, you gotta give it to them though. You gotta give it to them. You got some nice red bones down there. You know, matter of fact, I shouldn't even be talking about. We're
gonna have to cut this out.
Got him in trouble.
We're gonna have to cut this out.
He ain't said none of that. He not. This is a documentary.
This is why he's not on the podcast.
Joe, you want to move that?
Yeah, because I gotta get you, man. There we go. How about, is that a little better?
Yeah, that's good. So I
that's
can get you in the shot.
Me in the shot?
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's why Ian isn't on the podcast. He's going to say things to incriminate himself.
I'm already incriminated. I just got here.
Already, right? This whole podcast is that. I got like people calling me every week. Like my dad calls me every week. Like, yo, what are you saying? But it's all good.
I was already told, when you get there, watch what you say on the podcast, please. I said, like, what? Like, I won't say nothing too personal, I don't think. She was like, all right, I'm gonna listen and see what your ass is talking about there.
Right?
You gotta tell her, like, yo, you be on the pod almost every week. Like, what you worried about?
Right. Like,
it depends on the topic, but this topic probably is the one. that 9 to 5.
I still didn't get to see the video yet.
You didn't get to see the video? It's pretty much,
tell me.
So pretty much like this girl was talking about how she don't want no 9 to 5 dude because she wants a dude that has the money ready now. You know, it's like he could go get the money now, not like later. He shouldn't wait 2 weeks to get his money. Essentially, she's not respecting a dude that be putting in 9 to 5 work. I was like, wow, that sounds so entitled, and like, what are you doing to contribute? Like, it was just crazy. It's like, oh, and then the dude in the middle, his reaction was the best because he's looking at her like, what? So if he was a banker bringing in $500,000 every 2 weeks, what you gonna do? And he's like, nah, I ain't gonna mess with him. He gotta make his money like right now. I'm like, wow. It's like he don't gotta be a rapper or anything, but he gotta get his money though, and this, that, and there. I'm like, that was the best
she probably has a fans
video
only page.
I've ever seen in my life. That was the commercial right there. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
I will say, man, the topics that you've been giving us lately, because a lot of these, like, listeners, these topics are from Zane. They're not from me. Okay? Because if you listen to our last couple episodes, it just sounds like we're going extremely hard at y'all women, but we're giving y'all therapy, so y'all should understand, okay? It is therapy. So, what's y'all take on that? What's your take?
Well, first off, I would say exactly what you said. What is she bringing to the table? Because she has high demand. So that means, like, are you saying that, like, when we first meet each other, like, oh, you're gonna just straight up ask, oh, what's your job? Oh, I can't deal with you.
Well, she gonna ask you. You got 9 to 5. What you gonna do? You see,
but see, you can play that role. See. It all depends on the dude too. You could play a different role because you could probably have a lot more, but you can, if she asks you that, you can play the role like, okay, let me see what she's about, and let me just say like, okay, yeah, I got another. Let me say I work at Burger King, but I really have X, Y, and Z here.
Oh, you want to test her?
You know what I'm saying?
See
like,
how she
you
act
can reverse
towards
the
you?
role. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but if she just straight up like, I don't want to fuck them, forget her. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
They be asking about heights. That's what I be doing. Like, oh, how tall are you? I was like, I'm 5'2". I'm just curious, just to get a reaction out of them.
But see, then a girl like that, if she cut you off and you really got, you got a little something, not like, crazy rich, but you got a little something, and you tell her what you do, but you have other stuff on the side. That's the kind of girl. Once she say it's done, you start kind of like showing off on her, just a little bit.
Stunting, yeah, stunting the gram. You gotta make sure she follows.
Yeah, not even the gram. You gonna have to find out where she lives. What places to go hang out. You gonna have to pull up. You gonna have to rent a Rolls Royce, like, cause you got it. You got to rent a Rolls Royce for that.
Okay, so straight flex.
See her at the bar, pay her tab for a drink, and don't even want her. And she try to come on you and be like, nah, I'm good.
Damn.
Like,
that was
no,
the ultimate.
Sweetie, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's fine. I got to go to work in the morning.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Dropping
I gotta
gems.
go to work in the morning. You know?
I like that.
And then leaving your Rolls Royce.
I like
Yo,
that.
sometimes those are the best ones, man. Sometimes it's knowing that if you know that you could fuck, sometimes it's better off. Sometimes, some situation with some females. What about you? What was your reaction when you saw that video, Ty?
I'll say I work a 9 to 5, so that shit.
It's triggered.
I'm feeling some type of way. But I'm like, I mean, I see this generation is like that now. Like they want that quick money, or dude with quick money for the most part. You see a lot of the girls like they go with the drug dealers and shit like that, just because they get the bag like ASAP. I mean, I get it, but
Well, they
still,
got the plug. You got the plug.
you got the plug.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but still, like I can't do it.
No
Like,
one's thinking long term.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean, I kick it to the curb. I probably like show out like Joe said. I might want to try to fuck real quick. Just like I ain't not even gonna lie about it, but then yeah, flex on it. Why not? That's the fun part about it.
What about you?
Me? Oh yeah, I think you already know the answer to that. That sounds like a trigger already. Nah, me. If you act funny from the jump like that, and be like, oh, you don't want a 9 to 5, even though I don't have a 9 to 5. Even I used to, but not anymore. It was just like, all right, cool, bye, have a good one. That's it. I don't lose sleep.
Right.
That's it. And as much as I want to, like, I know you're following me. So if you're following me, you see my stuff, and then you be like, oh, hey, how's it going? They always come back, man. They always
Zane
come
is
back.
famous. Like, like you're famous, man. Like, what?
That's why
what
I
are
don't
you saying?
share my gram. I can't. There's no regular dating for me. Like the moment they see my, they're like, oh, I'm like, is it that serious? Like it's so weird.
Well, especially because you're a photographer and your content is
The first
amazing.
thing, oh, I can model for you. I'm like, you weren't giving me no play. My height was a major factor for you. I had to be 6 foot something, right? But that just magically disappeared, right? Oh wow.
I mean, women are crazy, man. I can open up a book on women. Women are different, and I have a daughter. I have a daughter, so I can't, and a mother. So, but women are definitely different. Like, it's
So what would be be like a good highlight in terms of like what are the good dating characteristics on a general term for everybody? Like good characteristics to have, especially like when you're talking to somebody.
A personality, definitely. Goals. For me, for a woman,
Yeah.
goals, personality. Know how to cook, but not too much, because even in this generation, like now, like it's not. But just being an independent woman. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really big. That's like one of the things.
Okay. I mean, goals, yeah, like you said.
Right.
My thing is she got to have some common sense.
That's
Some common sense. Like, I mean, I get like the whole fashion thing, but like my girl into books, I like that shit. Like I like a nerd, so
right.
In school I kind of like the nerds and the goth girls.
I do too.
That was me.
I know, right? Like, a little freaky wild. So she got to have a little bit of nerd and goth in her. But other than common sense, goals, I mean, she just got to be down to earth.
Word.
But a lot of times these girls have goals, but they don't do nothing about their goals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people can have goals and ambitions, but I like the girls who at least you see trying. That's what I've noticed at least lately. It's like, okay, there's a lot of girls who talk that good talk, just like men talk that good talk.
Facts.
They have all these visions. They say they want this. They say they want that. Like back to last week's episode, they want the Kobe's and they want the Nipseys, right? But what are you doing? Like, which is exactly what we said last week. What are you doing to try to get that man? Same thing with your goals. Like you talking about all these goals, but what are you doing? So it's a little bit more than that. So I'm definitely someone that's actually, what are you doing? What's your visions? And like, what's your vibes? Like, are you positive energy, negative? Like, I've been around sometimes in the past, like, sometimes people with, like, especially females, just too much negative energy. And it's like, nah, like, we need all that positive energy.
Most definitely.
And also kind of what you believe into and kind of like your faith. That's kind of been important to me, too. And how you can, like, if you don't have kids, would you be a good mother? And if you do have kids, are you a good mother? To me, that's like really major now too as I get older. Like if I look at you, and I see how you are with your kids, it's like, nah, I wouldn't be able to rock with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a good mom, what about y'all that you've been getting older? Do you guys ever now try to like look into that a little bit?
So my girl has kids. It was new to me when I first met her. She told me, she was like, yeah, I got 2 kids. I was like, oh, shit. Because I told everybody this. I said I would never date a girl that have
We
kids
all
already.
did.
I was like, but then, I met them, fell in love instantly. And then, like, the first night I stayed at her house, we had to take her daughter to school. And her son, that night, he, like, woke up in the middle of the night crying. And I was like, oh, shit, this is real. this is real. And I was like, well, I guess I might as well, trying to look good. I was like, I'm going to wake up and, put him back to bed, help get the daughter ready for school the next day and stuff like that. So as long as she's good with her kids, as long as I say protect her kids and keep their head straight, try to push them to do better, that's a big thing.
Word, that shit matters. What about you?
I mean, well, I have 2 kids myself. I mean, I've dated women that had kids. It did, for me, it was, it's different when I've dated women without kids and women with kids. The women that I had with kids, honestly, they were more mature and they understood. Like, we had more of like a understanding because I had kids, they had kids. That was a good thing. But I also, now that I'm older, what I look for, I do look for if a woman could be a mother. That is one thing. But what I really look for now is like the bond that me and you can have together, like through good and bad times. I like to judge actions. When I'm not looking at you, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, instead of like, not when I'm always watching you. Like, if we go through something, I'm not looking at you, or if I'm not talking to you, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Some girls, when y'all go through the argument, they start flirting with other people. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I pay attention to that. So I'll judge. Like, I look at that. Like, what do you do when I'm not looking at you? Because everybody's gonna be in their good behavior when
you're around another person. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I do with a lot of women. Sometimes I distance myself on purpose from women. Like, I've been dating, they don't understand my actions. Like, I'm a little hard to, you can't figure me out. So I like to see what women do in the position. Like, when you're under pressure, I like to see what you do. So, like I said, some women, you want to talk to me, so I start talking to this guy. That doesn't mean, if you said that you're in love with me or you this and that doesn't mean, that switch doesn't go off like that.
Right.
So if it was that quick for you to do that, my test just worked. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, so that's one thing. I kind of test a lot. And I'm nobody to test, but that's just what I do. I like to see, like, we know what you're going to do. Then I could say, okay, I could pursue going further because there's going to be problems. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing I really look for.
What about yourself, Mr. Zane?
Me, I've dated a girl that had 2 kids before. The problem wasn't with the kids. I'm cool with kids, as you know, Mr. Teacher and all. But my issue was, like, the person themselves, it was them. They didn't really put in the work. You know what I'm saying? They were too busy like, oh, what if my parents don't approve, this, that, and the third. I'm like, that has nothing to do with us, but that was probably it. But I have no problem dating, like, people with kids and whatnot. I mean, 2 is the maximum. I was gonna say 2 is the maximum.
I always find 3.
Yeah, like, nah, 2 is the maximum at that for me, honestly. Other than that, I'm pretty much straight.
But do you now look for that, though? Is that a quality that you think really matters of how a kid is with her mom or how she would be?
Absolutely. If she one of those parents be like blasting their kid, like, sit down, blah, blah, I'm like, oh, no.
Right.
No, thank you. Or like Anthony was saying, like, they just switching up on you when they're not being, like, like, you're not around or whatnot. That's the kind of stuff I'm like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through that, so I was like, I already know. So I'm like, not trying to put myself through that again. So honestly, I just like to see them unfold themselves, opposed to like be like, all right, let me, what's the word? Every time they do something bad, I call them out on it. I feel like I'm giving them practice to prepare to lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to just be who you are. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Now, I like that 9 to 5 topic, right? But what about on the flip side? Because I feel like that's kind of rare. Like, the whole 9 to 5 thing is many females, if you have a 9 to 5, usually they're okay. But what about the opposite when it's like, okay, now you're an entrepreneur and you don't have a 9 to 5.
Oh, then you
Because I feel like
then you a bum ass dude.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like that's even the worst. I feel like so many dudes and entrepreneurs, like people that are not with another entrepreneur, they go through that. So like, what's some of y'all takes on that? What about you, Ty? Because a lot of the work you do is like you do both. So what if you just did your entrepreneurial type of work?
I think it depends on what it is. That's what can get like, I guess, the woman kind of like interested. Like, for the fact that I'm a fitness trainer, they were like, oh, like
that's a game over, man. What you trying, boy?
Right. They're like, oh, you're a fitness trainer, but it's like, this shit's not that easy. Like, right. It looks easy. I mean, but this shit's not that easy. Right. Then, and I think
it's a different conversation when you have to pay bills.
Right. Exactly. And then like, a lot of people don't know about my 9 to 5. I kind of keep that on the low just because like my page is more so in fitness and shit. So they think like, oh, like, damn, he's like doing well for himself. Like, you know, he bought a car. He's an entrepreneur. I'm like, nah, this shit. It didn't just come from like doing this. You know, it took more than just, you know, training people at the gym to get to where I am. So I feel like it depends on what it is, and the women tend to flock to it. I think like something that's big in the media, like tattoo artists, and little shit like that. You know, that's when they're like, oh, yeah, I fuck with them. But then, like, I don't know. Like, for example, the podcast. If you tell a girl you just started a podcast and that's what you do, she'll be like, oh, okay.
So what's your 9 to 5?
Right. What else you do? Right. But then, like, you know, you've been.
They're gonna start looking at everything around you.
Exactly.
Like if I had a Benz and I said I do a podcast,
she gonna want to fuck with you. Exactly.
Oh, that changes things.
Yeah. He got this bread. He's been, you know, but then you tell a person like, shit, I've been doing it for a while. I got a following. They don't look at the following. A lot of them look at the monetary profit from it. They don't really care about the following, the people that you're reaching. Right. That's what I think.
They'll win them over at first.
Exactly.
And then they're going to start looking what you got.
Exactly. And I'm like, shit, fuck that.
What's your take on that? You're getting into the entrepreneurial type of mode. You're getting there. I'm slowly. It's taking me a long time. It's getting.
I mean, yeah, because I do with the real estate, so that's my thing.
Oh,
so
shit.
I don't want to say
that's a game over.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if that's more of an entrepreneur or is it an investment, you know. But I mean, yeah, with that, you know, once you say that, it's a different ball game. Yeah, like it's like you said with the fitness. Once you say that, it's like, oh, you know, because the perception around it is people who get into real estate are wealthy. You know what I'm saying? That's the perception, which is true. So it's like certain things, like what you say. You know what I'm saying? So.
All right, but what if you were still in like your fitness stage, heavy, and training people?
Oh, what if I was doing fitness? I think
only that.
Only fitness? I think it depends on how I looked, how many people I trained, how I market myself. You know what I'm saying? I think that would have played a big role. How you market yourself in fitness, like the pictures, your following, how your body looks. You know what you post. You know, social media has a lot to do with that too. I think with the fitness world, it comes a lot with that too.
I think it's hard for a guy in the fitness world though. Like, it's easy to train other guys sometimes, but most guys are kind of like, shit, I can do it myself. Like, I don't want another dude help me. But then you try to train a female, she's like, he probably sleep with all the girls he trains. So like, I'm not gonna fuck with him. Like,
that sounds like a photographer. We got the same lifestyle.
And I think it's like a little bit harder. It could have been easier at one time for guys, but I think like now it's a little bit harder for the guy to kind of build his reputation in the fitness world. Like with the woman, like the girls see another girl that'll support him. A guy see the girl in the fitness world, he's like, oh shit, let me try to get trained by her. You know, I might get a chance. You know,
right.
But then you flip the script, it's like, sheesh.
Yeah, it's much harder.
I think that's when you got to really show yourself. Like you got to really show yourself on the gram, and you got to really put your resume together so they know you're legit.
Right.
What were you saying?
No, I forgot what I was saying.
But what's your take on it though? Because you, especially now you're doing your thing full time.
Yeah, I mean,
So now
and
you're
you
in
know,
that space.
and then when I do my thing full time, we in a pandemic. Like shit. I'm like, yeah, I got clients, and all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, we can't come out, man. We gotta be 6 feet apart. But like, I feel like this is the time to get creative. Like, I got like 2 webcam photo shoots coming up. Like, they're just gonna put their camera, and I'm just gonna tell them to pose and screenshot them in the visit. I'm like, what? That's just crazy to me. But it's something that no one thought about. So I feel like now that like I seen my boy training somebody Viva like webcam or whatnot. Slacky.
Yeah, Chris, did you see his post?
Yeah, I seen that.
So I'm saying like
it looked good.
You can't. You have all this technology and then you're trying to figure out how am I gonna make money.
Right.
How? What do you mean? So I told one of my friends, and he does like he plays instruments and whatnot. So now he's doing a live show on his Instagram, opposed to actually going to venues. And a lot of other musicians are doing that.
I saw
and
that.
then if you want them to play more, then just drop something in the Cash App, which I put a post about.
Now, but what if you were dealing with a female, and y'all were at the point where y'all were about to be living together? And she's looking at you like,
Oh, I get that all the time.
you got to get a 9 to 5.
I get that all the time. But here's the thing, because I'm a photographer, but it depends on there's levels of photographers that people don't know. If you say I'm a wedding photographer, oh, okay, he's making money, like no question about it. But if I said I was like, oh yeah, I just do street photography and I shoot models and whatnot. Oh, he a broke dude. He a broke dude. But if I say I'm a wedding photographer, that means I'm making money. It's about business. Right. They see wedding photographer as business. They don't see like anything else other than that as business. Even being a filmmaker. Oh, you make movies. Cool. What? Right. My movie's on Amazon. No, it's not. Checks it on Amazon. Midnight Cheers and drop the plug. They're like, oh wow, that just changes everything. So they're like, oh, you have a movie, blah blah, making it big. I'm just like, the perspective of people just
isn't it crazy that you have to get into all those details just for them to like take you seriously?
It shouldn't be like that. Honestly,
it shouldn't.
Right? Like, imagine Tay Gaines got like a workout video on Amazon right now. All of a sudden, that changes the game. Now people are going to want to train with you.
Right.
Automatically.
Exactly. and I think it depends on, like, far as jobs, like being an entrepreneur, it's like where you are. Because, like, certain places, like, I'm going to be real, like, North Carolina, like, it's straight. But, like, far as, like, helping out, like, small businesses, it's actually pretty hard. Like, especially Durham, Raleigh, there are a lot of small businesses there. But it's not like none of them are like booming like that.
Right. Okay.
Like, and it all depends on what it is. Like, I know a guy, he has started a tattoo shop. He does really well because everybody down there want tattoos. That's like the thing now. Like, he around the colleges and shit like that. So tattoos. But you're around the colleges and you're like, shit, I'm trying to train you. Like I said, they're looking at you like, man, he's sleep with everybody. Like, and it's so small. Like, Durham is so small. Like, it's crazy. Like, you can meet someone and see them probably like 3 days later, and it's like, damn, I just seen you like 3 days ago. That's how small. That's how small it is in Durham.
That's like Lodi.
Does your city have its own high school?
Yeah, we have a couple high schools. I think we have like 4 or 5 high schools down there, but they're like
that's beast.
Zone, right?
Yeah, by zone, and it's only one of them that I say is considered a good high school, and that's I think it's science and math. And that's like it's a high school, but it looks like a college. Like, kids go there and stay on campus. Wow. Like, they're in college. Like,
and that's a high school?
It's a high school. You have to get accepted to go there. And that's how crazy it is. Like,
that's actually pretty dope, though.
Yeah. I was like, man, if I would have
went there.
Is it
co-ed? Or is it
yeah, it's co-ed. It's a co-ed college.
Yeah, exactly.
What? I'm like,
high school, man? That would be the problem.
Like, it's pretty crazy. Like, the other high schools are like the regular public schools. So, like, you bring people from this hood, people from that hood, so you know how that can be.
Yeah.
You know how that can be.
Over here is weird. The towns are just really, really small.
Okay.
Like, really, they're like 2 miles by 2 miles.
Yeah, we're 2 mile radius over here.
Yeah, so every 2 mile by 2 mile town has a high school.
Wow.
But they're all different little towns.
That's crazy.
Everywhere else you go, the towns are mad big, and then they have all these different high schools and stuff. But what would you say, so each of y'all, right? What would you tell the girl? Let's just say there's a dude out there who's in your situation, right? and he's like about to be living with a chick or whatever, and she's like, yo, nah, you gotta get a 9 to 5. I don't trust, even though you're at where you're at now, you're doing good, you're at this level, I don't trust it, so I want you to get a 9 to 5. And she's not being too supportive. What would you tell her? What advice, what perspective would you tell her to like kind of let her know like that her man's gonna be all right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm like, I mean, you just gotta trust the process. Like, to keep it simple, I've been like, man, you gotta trust the process. Trust that I'm not gonna like, fuck this up. My whole goal is to own my own business. So like, if you trust me and expect me to do well, I will do well. But if you don't
some
trust
people's
me,
personality is like, nah, we got bills.
I mean, I was paying my bills before you came here, so
Right? You know what I'm saying?
I was paying the bills before you came. I mean,
Y'all moved together?
Yeah, I'm saying.
She moved in with you or you moved in with her?
Whatever.
Y'all live together, new relationship. She works?
Yeah.
She
I
works.
should hope so.
And she works, and you're doing the entrepreneur. Okay, I can understand her saying that she wants you to get a 9 to 5. I could get that.
You get it?
But
Why?
you still doing your entrepreneurship too, until it pops off over there.
And that
Because
makes sense.
y'all do have bills. If y'all agree to live together, you can't put the whole thing unless she's really making it and she tells you, you know what, babe, I believe that would be great. In the perfect world,
In a perfect
babe, I
world.
believe in you. Here, I got the bills, the entrepreneurship thing. I got this. I hold it down. That's being a perfect. There's some women that would do that, but I can understand if it's getting stressful and you do both, or you get a part-time job and she does the full-time. Like that, I could understand it, but if she's just trying to shoot down your dream, like 100%, then no, I don't understand that.
my question was like, what if you're making like just a little bit less than her? Like, then you really can't say nothing. Like, I'm just making a tad bit less than you, so. Or shit, what if y'all making the same amount and you have your entrepreneurship?
Right.
I think then I feel like it's a sense of jealousy or envy or something like that. Like you should be working more hours instead of less, because you working hard, but you maybe work 4 or 5 hours a day and then you good.
Right,
and then she's
right.
working like 8, 12-hour shifts. Comes home, you out here chilling on the couch. Like, what'd you do today? I made just as much money as you did.
Yeah,
Right.
because a lot of people are not, because like I said, even Joe helped me out with that. A lot of people are not. They don't see, like me, I always knew I was supposed to be something. Like I just never knew what it was. I just knew and I found my thing. I like real estate. That's my thing. I was always good with numbers, with math. I just never knew like what was my calling. And when I put it with this, it just makes sense now. Like it's like real estate with me is it's a numbers game. So that's my calling. That's what I like to do. Now, if you were the woman who doesn't understand, she hasn't yet found where she wants to be at with anything, even if it's with a better job or career. She might have a job, but she might be just stuck there, maybe not even trying to go get a career. She's not going to see what you're trying to do as profitable. It's going to be looking at like, come on, let's get serious. Let's go, go get the secure thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
go get which is in and reality is true. But, you don't stop there. You know what I'm saying? That's a conversation me and Joe, we have a lot too. So I can understand, like, like if she was to say that, maybe you maybe need to talk with her and tell her, but if she's still fighting you on that, then honestly, you might need to, rethink the relationship. Because, if she's fighting where you're trying to go, that might be a piece of the puzzle that's holding you back. Like if she's telling you, yeah, but that's not secure. But a job is not. Perfect example. Look at right now. We all had good jobs. I'm in a union. All good jobs and all that. I'm not working. Union, I work in a union. Done. Corporate, CEOs, all that. Same thing. So that goes to tell you right now, a job is not secure. No matter how good the pay is, it's not secure. Yep. So you need something else where it's yours. Even right now, businesses, but you need something else, maybe your investment or something that's always going to be there. That's yours, because at the end of the day, the job, like I work for Marriott. So Marriott is doing what they have to do for their best interest, which is save them money. So they had to cut workers.
Right.
Because that's their investment. They invest in Marriott. So that, that's the thing. That's how You know, that's how I see it, man. It's crazy.
Hold on now. You wouldn't believe who knocked on the door today. You wouldn't believe. You ready for this? All right, you see, look, we got Joe over here, right? You got Tony over here, right? And we got Tay!
I flew up here. This was a surprise for you. Well, not for you, but like for everybody. This was the surprise for the live show. This was the surprise for the live show Joe had set up.
Damn. Oh my God. I forgot that you were going to go out here for the live show.
No, but
You don't have your own live show. Now that you're here. Over here.
Yeah, you should have came through. Why don't you call the Zoom?
She's getting up now. Now she's getting up.
Yeah. Now you up?
She's standing up now.
What's going on with you, man? You got a notification. You got a notification. Oh, nothing much, man. How you moving? I heard you was a square brother. Hey, we definitely gotta chat it up.
Yeah, for sure, man. I just with my apron out during the move. I ain't seen that thing.
That's funny.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, man. I just had to do a little event not too long ago about it.
Word, man. You know, I usually, keep it in the cut. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people in my area, at least, just don't have that understanding.
Right.
But yeah, man. How was your trip up here? When did you get up here, bro?
I got here like 7, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got here today.
Yeah, I got off work early, got on the flight at 5:50 and came straight here.
Dude, how was the flight? Was there a lot of people on the flight?
I had like 20 people on my flight.
Yeah, because I've been seeing a lot of pictures. No, that's not
Yeah.
is in UK.
Mhm.
He was telling me, like, he showed me a picture, and there was like 5 people on the plane.
Yeah, I know from like the UK to like the US, they're not really letting too many people fly, are they? I don't think.
No,
I don't think.
It closed out.
Oh, okay.
Well, we might-
Okay.
UK to UK, but ain't nobody, honestly, and people are still, flying out. But hey, I'm glad that you got here safe, man.
Yeah, man. You definitely gonna have to come out now. I gotta get my work done.
Nice. Well, as you can see, I literally am like on a blanket over here on my couch.
No, I don't live till Sunday, so we're good.
Okay.
Where you staying at?
here.
Here.
Oh, that's it. Say no more.
Yeah.
Say no more.
So yeah, Matt, if you could, maybe you could make it out tomorrow or Sunday or something.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'll definitely try because that sounds awesome.
Word.
I like your shirt, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, so the original plan was to get him for the live podcast. We were gonna just surprise you
I
guys.
remember talking about that, but how is it that I completely forgot?
Well, no, because I dropped the subject instantly. I was like, yo, let's just do it as a surprise. So I dropped it. Because I was like, I said it, and I knew y'all probably didn't think we were serious.
Right.
And then I hit him, and I was like, yo, I'm serious. Like, let's do this.
I was like, let's do it, man.
That's the main reason I didn't want to reschedule.
Wow. Man, if the shop was open today, we would have been getting tattooed already.
I was actually trying to have Val hit you up to do a fake appointment for this guy.
Oh my god.
But then I see
You plotting on everybody.
We already had it down pat. I had already talked to
had
her.
everything. And then that's why he hit you up for the North Carolina show to do the tattoo over there. Because I didn't want you to get because it's a big piece. So you had to know just so he gets the price.
Right.
So yeah, we put work behind us.
I got something for you, Joe.
Thanks.
It's over for you now.
Yo, we actually just bought the flight too.
Yeah, we,
It was
like
the other day.
it was like what Wednesday or some shit like
When-
that.
also, the-
no,
the
it
tickets
was
are
like
real
Monday.
cheap.
Yeah,
Like-
120.
Like, yeah, man, that shit went better.
120?
Yeah, round trip.
Round trip?
Yeah, that's good.
And I was
Listen,
looking
man.
at flights like way back, like trying to plan out coming up for the show. And it was like $400 or $500
What?
round trip.
Yeah, at one point it was still pretty high.
Wow.
And me, honestly, it was just we just had to wait it out anyway, and then it worked out. So
Did they like try to test you over there, or did they?
Nah, like it was just
They
like
just come in, come out.
come in, come out.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the airports is not as strict as I thought it was gonna be.
Well, they said TSA is kind of like they just tapping out. Like they said they're shutting down people from coming in.
I was gonna say the airports already are not like super strict, right?
Yeah, they're really
You
not.
know,
They're like
Even
you
when
just
I went to
run up
Buffalo, when I went to go see Jay, it was smooth. It was simple. It was
I
really
believe it.
and it was dead over there in Buffalo.
I can imagine.
I think like within the next week or two, that's when they'll start tripping at the airports.
We'll see.
Next
I-
week,
I think
gotta
the
get
next
my
one-
flights.
Yeah, buy your flights now.
I'm trying to tell you.
But yeah, Nat, I'm happy you called.
All right, Nat.
listen. Yo, have a good rest of the show, man. Well, it's I don't have work tomorrow, so then we're gonna have to FaceTime again.
Yes.
All right, I'm down.
Yo, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Oh, Joe, real quick before you go, because you didn't hear this wild ass story about my fucking table, but I got an art table before this whole pandemic. Look,
Oh shit, that is
dude,
dope.
I paid $40 for this, dog. $40.
Yeah, I was mad at that. I'm like, what you mean you paid $40 for that?
Where did you get that from?
Craigslist?
I went to Morristown to pick it up on Craigslist,
Oh, okay.
and
That shit is
I
hard. I
went with
need
you.
glasses for these.
I would not have ever went alone, like literally. And we go inside of the storage, whatever the freaking gate goes. We keep driving, and then of course it's the last storage unit in the whole freaking thing. The gate closes, and I'm with June or whatever. He opens up his storage, and there's like barely anything inside of it, but only like that.
Only
And
that.
I'm like, damn, yo, it's literally like 3 boxes, and I'm like, yo, like this shit is crazy
It
right
was-
now.
it was
Like,
made for you.
I would have never came by myself. Like, yeah, for $40, got it for my daughter. Like super normal. Like wow, when Craigslist ends up giving you like a good opportunity.
Hey, I got this apartment with Craigslist. I always I have really good experience with Craigslist.
I think I need Joe to help me find a job on Craigslist.
Everyone makes the jokes about Craigslist. I found, remember Farnham?
Yeah.
I had that apartment on Craigslist. I'm telling you, I always had really good luck with
Good
Craigslist.
luck.
Fine. If you could like weave out of the BS, there's
That's what I'm saying. You got to do your work, but it's worth it.
No, dude. Yo, that's awesome, man. Listen, when the whole pandemic is done, dinner at my house because I got a big ass kitchen.
Thank God. We're waiting to see you again.
Look at that.
Look at all this space. So yeah, man.
That's fine.
I'll be calling y'all very soon, and y'all can come over.
Sounds like a plan.
Yo, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Adios.
See you.
Peace. Sweet.
All right, where's the microphone? We back, rolling. We had Nat call in. Yo, she was like,
She's like, I had to do the build up. She's like, what? Wait a minute.
that shit is funny, man. And Nat definitely ain't coming out. She's like,
She's not going anywhere.
what's up?
Live?
Oh, no. It's recording him.
Oh.
He can't be. He's
I
slick.
tried.
He tries to hide.
He tries to
Try
get.
hide.
Yeah,
They
he,
won't let me
He's
hide.
incognito.
Incognito.
he tries. I don't let him.
Batman.
Yeah.
I am Batman. Let everybody know.
Nah, I don't let him. I say, you know what? I'm gonna get a camera just for him. But yeah, man. I just thought that was a really interesting topic because a lot of us out here, especially us entrepreneurs, we go through that. And it's interesting. Someone that we all watch, Eric Thomas, right? They have their podcast, the Secret Success Podcast, and they all tell the story about when they really first started their journey. And they were doing it at first, and they had a job, and then they mentioned they were like they all just kind of came to the conclusion. They were like, "Yo, we all gotta quit our jobs." they were like that the only way this shit is really gonna pop off the way we want it to is if we all quit and we do this shit full time. And they all had to talk to the wives. They all did.
I know you said Didi was supporting him. Though.
No.
She said that he did with the healthcare. I think she was supporting him. He said.
Yeah. But it took her a minute to support.
Right.
It took her a while to support. Like at first, like all of them, they were all. It was the three guys because obviously Jamal's really new. So the other three, they they said they went back and forth with their wives for years, and they were like, it was embarrassing. Like imagine that, like as a male, isn't that embarrassing? Like you're not making no money yet,
Right?
You just out here hustling, and then you got your girl bringing in all that shit.
Yep. And now it's all worth it. It's all worth it now. You guys are millionaires.
That's what he says. They're like, oh well, y'all could have talked all that shit back then, but look where it took us.
Right.
It was all worth it. So that's the main thing that I want to be able to just tell people. Hold on, where is this static coming, man?
It's coming from this mic. I think so. We just gonna have to get a new cable, like one new cable, because I know which cable it is. But other than that, yeah. So how y'all guys doing with this quarantine? Because that's a therapeutic topic right there.
Yes,
honestly,
yes.
It's killing me. This is killing me.
How's it killing you?
This is killing me. Let me tell you. This is killing me right now. The gym is not open.
Yeah.
Right after you just signed back. Tell me.
Literally, I was back in a month. I was just back in a month.
You've been
By
off
my
how
weight, I've been off and on for like a year, and I just got back in trying to put my weight back on, and then this shit happened. So I'm like, all right, this is a test. This is like I'm looking at everything now as a test with me. I'm not trying to make it self-centered with me, but I'm just like, okay, I'm not trying to dawn on the situation. I'm like more like, okay, what do I do now? Okay, gym is closed. What do I do to fix it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so now I got to work at home. I've been figuring out ways. So so that's what I've been trying to do. But it just sucked. Like I like to go, City Island. City Island is a place in the Bronx.
Okay.
It's a little island, all seafood.
Oh, you talking about that spot?
So I like to go there. Sometimes I go there by myself after work. I just go. I get a lobster special. It's $24. A whole lobster. Get garlic bread, pasta, shrimp, and clams. $24. And the shit's closed. I just sit there and I have like a sangria. And that's my peace of mind sometimes after work. And it's closed. And I'm just like, I'm riding around.
It's bad if he's here doing this podcast. Hold on. I think we're at episode 148. The last episode where you were on was number
single
2.
digit?
Was number 2. Was number 2. No. You were on the phone on a couple. That don't count. Yeah. But the first one in part, he was supposed to be on. All the listeners, if y'all don't know, he was supposed to be a host. All right. Literally. Yes, he was the man. He was the start. All right.
There's another podcast in the making right now. I told him about it. No. It's word on the street. It's gonna be 2 coming out. I'm telling you.
2 of them.
What's the name?
Word on the street.
Word on the street. Oh.
Word on the street. All right, I like that. But the funniest is
guys. Featuring us. You're gonna have 2 podcasts.
Yo, at the rate we're going, man, I'm down a pod every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I don't gotta work at Sprint,
That'd be hot.
no matter. The worst was when he. You
mean mobile?
No, yeah. He made the post degree without therapy.
With fire in the clouds. That was gonna be my
The opposite of the clouds.
So I had this was there, degree without therapy, and it was instead of the clouds, it was just fire in the background. It was black, so it was black, and this was all fire. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be the counteract of your podcast. He was dying laughing.
Flip all my episodes.
Every episode that he does is gonna be the opposite.
Start shit.
We're gonna have one on anger management, like, all right, chill out. And he's gonna be like, no, fuck that shit.
Lose your shit right now.
That shit would be funny, man. And I'll tell you, man, it's been a minute since you've been on too, bro.
Yeah.
He had to make a special appearance. Like all those times that he wasn't on it was all to build up for this moment.
Yes. You've been on since at least, I'm saying, like chapter...
We're in the double digits.
Nah, 50... 52-ish, around there.
Somewhere.
Yeah, like around, not too far from me.
Around 50, yeah.
2017. So,
what, 2017?
Can I make one statement?
Or was it 18?
You guys get me, right?
17, yeah.
One statement. So I've been in Joe's house, this house right here. Oh, not supposed to, but yeah. All right.
They don't
We're
know.
not gonna give the location because he's at that point now. You guys might try to
you never know.
might try to rob him. But
Yeah.
I've been here when he first got the apartment and everything, and I haven't been inside in like a month or two or something like that. Inside for like 2 months. I've been in the front. Now, let me give y'all a briefing of what I saw when I first came in. When I first came in the door, I just see, lighting, camera fixtures, and all that. So I'm like, Joe, you told me you run a podcast, and it looks more like a porn set. I'm like, because the way he got it right in this room right here is the podcast. In the other room is all lighting, cameras, tripods.
Should have the inflatable bed in the middle of the floor.
Tripods. And then you have Zane, right? Zane?
Yeah.
Man, that's another time. I'll get on that. He's behind the camera, doesn't show his face. I'm like, okay, I get it. I see naked girl. I'm like, okay, I get it. These guys are running porn. Industries in here. And I'm like, why nobody never told me about this? I'm in it.
We trying to come through, but you didn't want to be part of it, apparently.
So now we got you here. I always got confused with you and him.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We were just talking about this, like a couple of days ago?
Yeah, we were. It's two people. Now you see it.
So Joe used to be like, yeah, I'm talking to Tay. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm thinking it's him. So then he's like, oh, I'm like, what you doing? Oh, no, I'm with Zane. Oh, all right, cool. All right, what you? I'm with Phil. So I'm like, okay, who the hell is Tay? Oh, no. He's like, no. Yeah, Tay is down south. I'm like, okay. Zay is here. Okay. Who's Phil? He's like, oh, Phil is Zay. I'm like, wait. Who's this? For a while, I was confused. I was confused until we finally got it right.
So I switched my voice apparently on the podcast, and I'm Tay Gaines, and then vice versa.
I used to be like, who the hell is he talking about? He's just because he never before he told me who you was, he'd just say your name. Okay. So Tay and Zay sounds alike. So right. I always think it was the same person. Until finally I was like, okay. I thought Joe was bugging out a little bit. I was like, then I know Phil. So I'm like, okay, Phil. I'm like, who the hell is Zay?
Everybody knows Phil, but no one knows who Zay is.
Okay, Phil, I'm like, okay, well, who is Zay and Tay? You know what I'm saying? He said, no, Zay is Phil. But yeah.
It's all right. Our listeners probably think there's a Zane and there's a Phil too.
No, absolutely. They don't know who Phil is.
Tell the story about the Lenny situation.
Which one?
I heard you mention that, I think, yesterday.
Oh, yeah. So I was with, when I was doing photography and whatnot, I was with my boy. We were doing a photo shoot, and I had like my host, my assistant, and she was like, she actually hit up another model. She came from down like South Jersey. So then she was like, oh, they're talking about, Phil, but Zane was like the main thing. So we're in the car, and then she was like, this is the story one. And then she was like, oh, where's Zane? He's like, I'm Zane. This entire time we're in the car driving, I thought you figured out that I was Zane. But she's like, because she was just like mad awkward and just didn't say anything to me. But the moment I said I was Zane, like, Zane,
So I'm not the only person, all right.
Yeah, you're not the only person. So the other time, my boy Lenny was always with me. So then we're at an event, and then this girl just like brushed right by me. Hey Zane, I've been meaning to see you, and blah blah. And then he's like smiling. He's like, yeah, no, actually, that guy that you just brushed past, that's actually Zane right there. And I'm just looking at her like you got some nerve.
You should have played it off longer.
I should have. Really should have. But I just like seeing their first reaction. I'm like, oh, that's how you treat me? I should have been the helper. I'm the second shooter to Zane. That's how I treat Phil. That's how I do it.
That's crazy. And you know what's crazy too? Because on your accounts until recently, thank God you gave it a password. This guy was not putting pictures of himself.
I wasn't.
Nobody really knew who.
No, like he was.
That was the mystery.
That was the mystery. And I said, nah, bro, that's it. We getting you out there. So now I take as much as you see. That's another reason why the content just for him. He has to get his face out there. And then this guy deletes his social media every other day.
I'm really mysterious.
Yeah, this guy.
I was mysterious.
I'm a mysterious person.
I can't find you. I can't tag you. I can't send you memes. I feel some type of way.
I probably got like 1,000 kids out there now. I was like, I gotta change my name now. I was like, no, I'm really with the social media. I'm on it, but then I'm off. And he's always like, oh no, keep it on. And I'm like, no, I got it on right now, but I barely post anything. Like I do on my story, but I just don't. I barely post like that.
I'm the same way. I get moody. Like I don't delete mine, but like you rarely see me post something. I might go like 2 weeks. I don't think I post something in like months.
You're another one.
And then when you
no.
Hold on, don't get me started.
I don't post anything in like
Don't
months.
post nothing.
Yo, because I be looking at I reshare as much as I can. Y'all know me. So I'm like, damn, I can't keep posting the same photo tag. Like, you got to give me more than this, bro. I think your last photo is you were at the blue windbreaker.
No, my last photo was
one of the black and white shots.
It was the black and white
See,
one.
I know.
And that was like in, I don't know.
See?
I think October.
Let's pull the tape.
I posted my story, and I posted my story from time to time.
I be getting mad.
That's the one you see most.
But like,
I be
as far
getting
as
mad
like
at y'all.
posts,
December 23rd.
December 23rd was my last post.
I be getting mad at y'all. I'm like, I can't keep posting the same one, man. Like, I need something new. I'm about to fly out there, be a professional photographer.
I be too lazy, man, to take pictures.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I don't take good pictures.
me either. Like,
Somebody gotta take it for me and.
Yeah, you should hit up this dude Zane.
That's true though. I really should. I keep forgetting that he's a photographer.
Right?
I take selfies like an old
my
man. It's
page
always
up.
like from
And-
the,
like the onion?
yeah, it's always like down there. I'm like, yo, I can't.
It'd be like the best is when you take it like with your lady and whatnot. Like you be like, why we taking pictures like parents? Why we do that?
They be messing with me for my selfies and my photos. Zane and
Nah, cause you
Michelle.
have like a poise when like you. Anytime Joe has to take a picture, he's like, hold on.
I know he put the sexy eyes on. Joe put the sexy eyes on.
Nah, man, I don't know. I just try to make myself look decent out here. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Like he did the face. Like,
Yeah. Oh my god. Yep.
hey, man, I'm trying to hide these imperfections, bro. That self-love is not 100% yet.
I think it is. You didn't see
Joe
those
got all
pictures
the
I took?
ladies, man. I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
what
what
you
I'm
say,
saying. You
Joe.
ever
You
see
got
his
all the
DMs?
ladies, man. Come on now.
Nah. It had nothing to do with the ladies. But the photos, like, yo, ask this guy. We did a shoot the other day. That was like the first, like, close thing I got to a photo shoot. I was like, nah, not this one. I gotta do it like this.
Are we talking about the one with the cloud?
Yeah. Yeah, it took a minute for Joe.
How annoying was I?
He was like, yeah, no. Can we take another one? Nah, I didn't like that one. I'm like, let me put it with the hat on. Let me gleam the hat. Let me gleam the head. I had to shine the head. Get the baby oil on the head, boy.
Nah, I didn't have a cut. That was the problem.
No one's getting a cut. It's good. We're gonna be.
No, now I'm good. But this shit grows back every, like, minute. Like, yo, I wish I would just go really bald already.
Like Mr. Clean Ball?
Yeah,
We
like-
gotta do a Mr. Clean shoot with you with the gloves, like yellow gloves. Ooh, too much.
Yeah, stop.
Don't get him started.
Yeah, we might have to do that skit.
The apron,
The apron,
white t-shirt.
they ain't ready.
They're not
Hey, we
ready.
got to do that before I leave.
Right?
I'm down. Let's do
We
it.
gotta give Tay a shoot before you
Bro,
leave.
I told him, I was like, because it was funny because I was like, yo, you be in the house, especially now during this whole quarantine and shit.
Yeah, I ain't leaving
You've been
the
coming out. But I told Tay, my exact words were like, nah, just bring your shit. He'll be with it. If you're here, like, we gotta take advantage of the time. Like, you here for tonight, tomorrow. We're gonna bang out like 9 podcasts tomorrow.
Oh, word. Yeah, absolutely.
We on it. We on it. I'm down.
Word, right? And the weather might be decent tomorrow. If I could go to the park.
It's been good.
What's the weather tomorrow?
I don't know, but it's been
like
good.
49.
Listen, if we hit the morning, now you got my attention, because I don't got shit to do on Saturday.
You down, bro? We hit Memorial.
Hit Memorial. Well, is it Hoboken lockdown?
Tomorrow's gonna be decent. Hoboken. Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah, that would be dope. Fuck it until we get kicked out.
Until we get kicked out.
But yeah, back to I don't even know how we got into all this, me and the cloud shoot and all this craziness. But yeah, he's losing it. He's losing it right now in this quarantine. He doesn't know how to sit his ass down sometimes.
Yeah, this is killing me, man.
I'm chilling, man. I'm taking advantage of the show. I'm getting sleep. Like, yo, like he knows, y'all know, yo, if I have nothing to do, I could sleep, and I'm sleeping in. So I've been doing just that. I've been sleeping.
Like a fiend right now. Like I'm literally in the house, like okay, I'm on the phone. Like I ate. All right, like what? I'm trying to go outside.
You gotta watch a movie.
Can't even do pull-ups on a pull-up bar because like you gotta sanitize.
You gotta wear them
like,
gloves.
It's like, come on.
You gotta go to
like,
Home Depot, get them work gloves.
Like it's. Then you can't just sit in the coffee shop right now, have a coffee or tea.
I can't do that. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Starbucks. The Starbucks are closed. I'm like, no, now it's real.
I'm like, oh my God, Lord, jeez, it's a bit much, man.
When do y'all think this is gonna be over?
They said 18 months. How you feel about that?
18 months? Hell, yo, fuck all that. 18 months, yo.
Everybody's shaving all their hairs.
Nah.
They're like, yeah, I'm not
18, yeah, I think I'll give up on life.
18 months?
But 18 months is over. I'm just gonna give up.
Wait, is that a serious like?
No, seriously. They said like real
I'll give
talk,
up.
like 18 months they might put everybody on lockdown.
I'll give up. No, seriously. I would give up.
They said 18 months y'all gotta stay inside.
My job making me work. Like
So you're still open?
I'm still go to work
It's not
every
as bad
day.
down there yet.
Every day. We have like
I think it goes with the
in
population,
Durham
too.
County, it's like
Like
we got like 100 cases or so.
we got like
100 cases in
Yeah.
your area?
And like in my county. But
Okay.
like it's it's like it's cause like Durham and
is
it's
small.
Raleigh. Like, you know, but they still making my ass going to work. Like they kicked all the students out. They said all the students had to leave the building, but I gotta stay there. I'm like, what the fuck I gotta stay here for?
Right? And
I ain't
they're
gonna
saying
lie.
that they're actually gonna be having people like leave, like they're gonna be shutting it down. Like if they don't do it for you, the government's gonna do
Like-
it for it.
At least you getting paid though right now. I ain't gonna lie.
If you think about it, because if he has 100 cases there, in North Carolina is less people
Right.
than New York.
Right.
So our 7,000 is probably equal to their 100.
Yeah, they're going crazy over that 100. I'm like,
Because how many people here? I think we have 20 million. I think in New York.
Well, Jersey's densely populated, so you know that's a problem already.
So think about that. Like, see, I'm thinking I'm coughing. Can't even cough. You got to see it, man. It's wild here. People don't even want to cough.
Yo,
don't
they had
blame
so
them.
many videos on people like they had Steph Curry. I don't know if you saw that one. He was about to cough. He was like, nope.
People going to the bathroom. People like to go to cough. I'm like, you can't even cough now. It's crazy. Like
I have allergies, so I feel sorry for all the people who have allergies, and people are gonna be looking at
I
us funny.
tell everybody one thing. If I can give everybody advice, while everybody is scared, remember this: when everybody is scared, when everybody's not doing nothing, it's the time you're supposed to be doing something. Because nobody's doing nothing. Rich people buy now. Remember, rich people buy now.
E-Trader.
Remember,
They got an app.
stocks, real estate, everything is dropping. Mortgage rates, everything is low. Stocks, this is when you buy.
go buy a car.
Something.
Right?
So, you know,
I swear.
this is when rich people buy. Rich people don't, when there's a recession, they don't get scared. They get happy. They're like, okay, what are we going to buy? You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I can leave anybody with that note that watches it, this is the time. It's coming. Like, everything's about to drop.
That's crazy that you said that because I was just talking to my mom and them about buying stocks yesterday. Because like Ford Motors, their stock was like $5.
Wow.
Ford Motors,
Ford Motors.
$5.
was like $5.
What was it before?
It was like I think like in the 20s.
Oh no, I gotta do that. Too.
Like Disney is like $30-something.
You know
They
what?
just dropped. They were like 90 the other day.
Disney was like 30. It's crazy.
You buy how many shares of that at $30 right now, it's going to go back up. See, rich people understand that. They know they don't get. See, they don't the long-term investors with stock. They don't get nervous when it goes down. They understand that's part of the cycle. What's going to happen? They know that. If you're not in the game, you should be buying. Like really, because it's going to go up. And when it goes up, you're going to be happy that you know that you did
Exactly.
it.
So what are the pointers right now? Like anybody got any like ideas on like which ones to buy and whatnot? What to look out for?
I say look out for anything that our people, you know, our people of color is gonna like when that stimulus package come out. If it does, you know they're gonna eat that up. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like they're gonna eat it up. So I'm thinking like I said, Ford Motors cars. Disney was low. Apple is low.
Right. Yeah.
Like
And
all
they all
these
gonna go
major,
back up,
like
yeah.
all these major companies are like low as hell. And I'm on Robinhood, so I got like a bunch of different.
Yeah, I got the app.
I got a bunch of different companies that I'm watching, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get some of this. I'm gonna get some of that. Like I'm gonna rack up on 4. Why it's $5? Like why it's $5? Like yeah, I'm gonna rack up on that. Because soon as everybody start buying again, like
Right. That's when.
especially people that started working and get paid for it.
Yeah. And everything has to go up. Like I always say that even about life in general. Like once something is down low, there's only one way to go is up.
Right. Exactly.
Like at $5, it's not going any. Even if it does, eventually, even if it goes down to $1, eventually, 6 months to a year, it's gonna go right back up.
Right back up.
So obviously, but don't do anything stupid. I would tell people, just to invest in the right shit. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to blow. Your money on that stuff. You want to do it smart, but with this time, it's funny. Actually, I made a video. I didn't get to put it out yet. I'm put it out tomorrow. I was like, everyone always is asking for time to relax. We're always asking for a vacation. We're always asking for I need a day off. I want more sick days. All that, right? We finally all got it.
Right.
Now we complaining.
But the issue is, we all complaining. But the issue is that everything's closed. So it's like you can't go relax. You can't go to the beach. You can't go to the bar. You can't go to the seafood joint. You can't go do all that, right? So you're bugging out. But at the same time, like, I always tell people you got to look at everything as either it's a lesson or a blessing. So, use this time for whatever anyone, like, if you want to just relax. Watch TV, catch up on TV shows, write, get creative, like, do
I feel
something.
like they got to do this like every month.
Right?
1 month of the year. Just shut everything
1
down.
month of the year.
You know what I'm saying? Like
For a
at
week,
least
for a week.
For a week?
For a week.
Nah, for a good month. Like just everybody chill for a
You're not ready.
month. No, I'm being for
Every
real.
month?
Yeah, but it's coming though.
No, for a month. For 1 month out of the
For
year.
1
Oh,
month,
for 1
month. You know it's
yeah,
coming.
like they let you know it's coming. It's not like before, like shit, I didn't even know. Yeah, because everybody
He's not
gotta
feeling it.
relax.
I don't know about
He's not feeling it.
I can do a week or two.
Nah, you can't get this guy. Yo, this guy,
Somebody up there.
he don't want to be. He doesn't want to go to Jersey because he thinks Jersey's slow. Just imagine now New York shut down. Like he really like.
I'm done. I'm not gonna lie. I'm done.
Yeah, he's like I said. The fact that he came here just to chill, I was like, damn.
Oh, that's how you know. So we needed this just to get. We need this just to get Tony and Tay the same day. Oh, what a blessing!
I'm riding in my car today. I'm like, I'm just riding. I'm crossing the Williamsburg Bridge. I'm like, wow, there's no traffic.
There's no traffic.
Everything is closed. I'm like, damn. I usually just stop at a store, do something. I'm like, I can't. Like, I say, y'all killing me. Like, damn. Like this is this is really bad. And it's gonna get. I think it's gonna get worse to the point. I don't think like the virus itself is gonna get worse. I think people.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, most
that's
definitely.
People gonna start rioting. Remember I said this.
Yep. Stay locked and loaded.
Well, they did
is it
mention
war?
that the power supply companies were gonna like just not. I don't know if they're gonna have it like on auto, but they said they're gonna be sending people home. And if you send people home, who's gonna manage that? And if anything goes wrong with the lights, guess what? No more Wi-Fi.
The liquor stores are still open, right? It's warm. It's been getting warm these past. Right now, everybody's in a happy state. Oh, we're not working. We're not working. It's good. We got liquor, house party. Everybody's house party. Everybody's happy right now. It's the beginning. What happens in 2 weeks when everybody's like, I'm tired of being in the house, and then they're gonna try to enforce this lockdown?
Well, they got. That's why they got martial law. They got the military
You're
rolling
gonna
around.
mix liquor.
They're in Brooklyn
Monday?
now.
Yo,
They're in Brooklyn.
And oh yeah,
They're in Brooklyn.
Yep.
you're gonna mix liquor. Black people and Spanish people on lockdown for 2 weeks. That's not going to work. With warm weather,
Oh yeah, everybody's coming out. You're
you going to tell me to go in the house at 8 o'clock? I've been in the house for 2 weeks and I got liquor? They're going to be like, I'm not going in the house tonight. People going to be acting crazy. People are going to be like, no, I'm not going. They're going to be acting crazy. I can see it. No, I'm not going out because they're going to be tired of being in the house. You know.
That's like I feel like everybody on curfew like we kids. Like
I mean,
stay inside.
I'm for it because to spread the virus.
Yeah.
But I just know there's gonna be some ignorant people combined with liquor. That's why I think they need to. Sorry, whoever is a liquor fan, or they need to cut the liquor stores, shut it down.
Well, that's gonna make them lose their mind even more.
Right now, yeah, that might. But
liquor make people act crazy.
This is true. I think everybody gonna be sober.
Combined with this warm weather we having, lockdown, nobody's working. People gonna want to go out like just naturally, people's gonna want to go out. So you're gonna try to lock people down in in New York or in the Bronx at 8:00 on a Saturday night, no work with liquor.
I think it could go.
That's a combination.
What I was thinking, because I said that they should shut them all down, right? And we've been getting a lot of comments still up to now on Facebook about it. But I was like, I was thinking too, though. I was like, on the flip side, like I actually would like for them to shut it all down, right? Mm-hmm. Because then mad people will get sober. But at the same time, you know how many homeless people are probably gonna end up trying to break in the liquor stores? Like how many people are gonna break? Like people are gonna go through it. Like I've done my life with people going through withdrawals. Yeah, I'm even thinking about like, I know my dad probably gonna listen to this whole thing. I've been thinking about him. I'm like, soon he's gonna start losing it. I'm like, soon my dad, if he gets to a spot where he can't start getting that shit, he's gonna have to kick it. Everyone that does drinks like that's an alcoholic, it's gonna get to that point if they really do shut everything down, and they shut the liquor stores down. If you don't have a supply, you're gonna have to kick it, and it's gonna get, for some people, it's gonna get really dangerous out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I guarantee some liquor stores are gonna be broken into. You know what I'm saying? They already get broken into
they
already.
Have military waiting over there. That's what they're gonna have.
Yeah, but in some places like the Bronx, and like you can't. How many cops are gonna be around all these liquor stores?
Not
and all
just
this
cops.
shit? Yeah, I mean, but all these businesses are wondering about it. It's like Sprint had me send out almost all the inventory. Because they're like, at the end of the day, who knows what's going to happen? Right. So literally, I had to transfer out almost every one of the phones in my store. But also, too, though, at least what I think is with all this is, for this shit to really go away, we probably going to have to get locked in for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Because you know how
they
populated?
said 8 weeks. The CDC said 8 weeks. This is week 1.
No.
This is week 1, bro.
No, not really, because we're not even really locked in.
But I'm talking about like right now, as of now, that 1 week. But in terms of the lockdown, starts on week 2. Yeah. So just keep that in mind.
Because we're spreading that shit like.
So I'm about to get out of here.
We'll go where?
Where we going?
I was thinking about going by Jay for like 2-3 weeks. I was gonna go up there. Take advantage of the time. But yeah, man, who knows what's going on out here? Everyone's laid off. Everyone I talk to, barely anybody's really working. I know I'm, thank God, getting paid until the 1st. After that, I know I'm getting laid off, most likely. And then we all just got to see we got to go on from there. But like we said earlier, thank God some of us are entrepreneurs out here. You still out here working, limited, but you still out here working.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got to get creative.
Exactly.
Not just photography. I'll be like, all right, you need help with your business? We're going to set up a Skype meeting and we're going to, that's it. Drop that in the Cash App,
Yep. Same with me, the social media management. I could still do that. Still do the graphic design, still do podcasting, all that type of stuff. You can still train people, all that. So we're going to get into those bags.
The gym's closed.
Outside shit, man.
People not fucking with each other like that. Like it's crazy. So we don't have a like curfew or nothing yet, but like a lot of people was doing like the whole stay in your house thing.
Yeah, which is smart,
And when I leave here, I'm gonna have to go on a 14-day quarantine just because like this area, like the New York area and stuff like that. So like. My mom's like, hey, when you get back to Durham, you might as well just lock yourself up. I told
she thinks you to get it automatically.
I told my supervisor, I was like, look, I'm going to New York. I'm going to New York, New Jersey. She was like, well, I'll see you in 14 days. I was like, all right.
We're dirty already. Fucking coronavirus.
Like, shit. Right? I got Call of Duty for 14 days, so I'll be straight.
Right? Oh, you going to lock yourself in your room and just call, that's it. Like, I just bought a game today. I bought Mega Man 0 for the Switch. I'm like, that was it. I was like, I'm just going to play this.
You know what I do want to say, though, is fucked up. I've heard this already twice in the last couple of days. So one time, my friend went to the hospital about a week ago. They went to the hospital and they thought they had it. They were really actually no. They thought that they weren't really sure. They had a high fever. They had a lot of the symptoms, right? So they went there. The doctors were so afraid to even talk to them. Like they were afraid. They were talking to them, I think, through the door. And they said just because they had all the symptoms, they said you had it. And they were like, we're going to register you as you have it, and we're not going to keep you. You have to go home. So they sent them home. Didn't even test them. Wow. And register then that they had it. And then the next day in their town, it was an alert saying one registered person So like it was legit. Like
Damn.
they legitly said that they had it without even confirming anything, just because they went in with basic symptoms. So that was the first time I heard of it. And then today, my guy, shout out to Goonie, he told me someone he knew, same exact thing, in New York out there in White Plains, same situation. Someone he knew, hospital, did all that, didn't test nothing, but said, you know what, you have it.
Right.
So at the end of the day, all these numbers, who knows what's actually really accurate?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we all gonna be all right. It's gonna be smooth. It's tough out here. Anthony's losing it. But you know what, man? If for anyone, because there's a lot of people right here that are probably listening that are probably in your boat. Yo, you got to get creative at this time, man. Think of another business. I'm serious, man.
Creative.
Nah, you got to read some books, listen to some more podcasts. Use this time wisely because you're gonna be bugging out in 6 months and be like, damn, I had those 2 weeks. I ain't do nothing but complain. Yo, this is gonna be like this.
It's about to be for like 2 months. I could do 2 weeks, but they're talking like 2 months. 2 months. Listen, the coffee shop open, okay.
Yo,
I can get
Tony's
that.
a coffee fiend. I thought I was bad.
I could do the coffee shop right now. Sit just to get out of your. See, this is where you having a big ass house comes into play. Like a big ass house, like because you can go outside in your backyard. You got another man cave, a little house that's attached to your big house. You know what I'm saying? You got space to move. That's when you got your own little, outside patio in the back, and that's like these millionaires. They're in quarantine, like
They're chilling.
They got basketball courts in their own house. They got swimming pool. They got fitness center. Like they're good. Like that's how we should be living. That's the shit that's making me think like, wow. When I'm like, I'm not living right. Like it really making me feel like I'm not living right. Because if I have to quarantine your house is supposed to be your place to get away. Like I wouldn't really get out my house because I'm feeling bored. These guys really got their house like for their entertainment purposes. Like you don't have to leave your house, and like those millionaires, they having a ball right now.
No problem.
Yeah, they chilling. So that's goals, man. That's what we got to get to. But yo, man, I think we're gonna wrap this episode up. We'll probably record like 9 more tomorrow. Fuck it. So if you're bored, we'll be.
I ain't doing that. I'll give it tomorrow.
We'll be potting. All right, we're gonna find topics. We're not gonna continue talking about this damn coronavirus. We'll get more topics out there for you. But all right, Ant. So at the end of the show, we'll usually do have some people we have people shout out something that you think is dope, TV show that nobody knows about, a book no one knows about, something, a store. Whatever. So what do you want to shout out for people? You want to put people on?
Like a book?
Anything that you feel like it's slept on and you want to put people on.
The Secrets of Success podcast.
Hey,
that's one.
Finally.
That's a good one.
It took me fucking 3 years to get them to listen to it.
That's a good one. And actually he just dropped the album. It's called The Prescription. So that's really good by Eric Thomas. That's really good. So
word. Shout out to E.T. Yeah, man. I've been telling Ant to get on Eric Thomas and the Secret Success podcast for like 3 years now. Finally, though. It's all right. It's all right. Finally on it. He real. Tay, man, what about you, bro?
My show Ozark. I don't know if
I
you
gotta
guys,
watch that
the
show.
new
Now it's about the
season
time.
comes out the 23rd.
What's that, season 3?
Season 3, yeah. Season 3 comes out the 23rd. So I'm excited about that. I haven't seen it in like a year. I think it's been or a little bit longer.
Yeah, everybody.
I've heard
They're
great
dropping
things.
shows now.
I've heard great things about that show. I started watching it a little bit, and then I'm not like a big TV person, but I liked it. I just never continued watching it. But I gotta get into. How many seasons they have?
They got 3 seasons.
3?
This,
I could
this
binge.
season be the 3rd one, yeah.
I could be there about a week where we are now.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, you can knock it out. I knocked it out in like 2 days.
2 days.
okay,
I be
we're
doing
good.
a full. It's unreal. Like I think I was hitting like The Witcher that I told you about. Knocked that out in a day.
Yeah, I watched all that. I like
saw
that.
it,
Yeah,
right?
I like that. Yeah.
Show's lit. He's like, is this a comedy?
Well, I didn't know. I was like, because they were making jokes. I'm sitting there laughing. Like, do I supposed to laugh at this or should I take this serious
I
right
thought
now?
it was supposed to be straight up serious, but it was like straight comedy and like it was like really entertaining and like fantasy action and whatnot. And it was like you should definitely check it out if you got time. The Witcher. It's based on a video game. You should also watch Castlevania. So I think I said that. Did I say that last episode?
I don't think so.
It was Castlevania. So I'm gonna shout out Tay for coming to the show, man.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Word.
Tay all the way from North Carolina, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tay, man. Real much love, man.
Appreciate it.
Word. You really especially through all
Joe
this.
set this up, man.
Nah, it was both of us, man. Trust me. I was like, yo, is he really gonna come? Even now, everyone was like, not now, Matt. Matt is like, really gonna come through? I'm like, yeah, bro, fuck that coronavirus shit.
I won't plan. I was like, man, fuck this shit.
Right?
It's been too long. I was like, I'm not.
Might as well.
Yeah, right? It's been
going.
too long.
Word. I'm gonna give a shout out to actually a show, a really stupid show my friend put me on. It's a Netflix show. I think it's called You Need to Leave.
You Need to Leave? Was that the one that you had on the TV?
Yeah, the one I sent you the video
Yeah.
of. Yo. It was so stupid, but kind of funny at the same time. Like, it was funny, and it made me think, like, all right, we got to get to work. Because if that show could be put on, and that show can get a Netflix bag, we definitely are overdue.
And what was the premise of it? Like, what was the
It's like a 15-minute episode with, like, 3 different stories on it. And there's always someone in the skit that needs to leave.
That needs to leave. So the whole point is...
We're gonna play it after. It's very stupid.
Okay.
Some people, you probably need to be high to really grasp it.
Yeah.
I watched it. My humor is a little different. I thought it was funny, but I mean, it wasn't that funny. But I just can't believe they got it back. I can't believe Netflix gave him his bag for this.
Listen.
So it will motivate you. It will motivate you and inspire you to drop something for Netflix.
I've been already motivated.
Nah. When you see this and you're like, they give them a bag.
I got it.
Yeah, it's crazy. But y'all. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. If you're watching this, right? Shout out to Princess too. Princess is like mad happy that I've been home quarantining.
Yeah, that was the most she's seen you. And like,
I'll be working, man. And thank you for finally coming on since fucking chapter 2. Right? This is what we got to do. More quarantines. And Tay, yo, you already fucking know.
Nice to meet you, man.
All right.
Good shit. Zane, it's been fun.
word.
All right, y'all.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Oh, I feel bad. But he did take a plane over here. This is the first guest to ever take a plane to the pod.
This actually I ran up here.
Yeah. We all knew it was happening.
It was gonna happen.
Where's the plane ticket? We don't believe it.
That's funny. That's some funny shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was. You were probably at least expecting that.
Nah, I didn't expect that.
I saw him looking. You was looking around. You was like,
I was looking around the corner. I was like,
what the hell is this dude doing?
You still didn't know what was going on.
I still didn't know. I was like, all right. And then he was like, all right, we got to go outside real quick. I was like, what we going?